My name is Nika. Welcome to Nika Knows. What we're talking about today? Generational curses. That is the intention. Y'all, I think I figured out what the generational curses in my family that I am meant to break. And the curse is not living long enough or well enough to teach the not the next generation or the next generation, but really more so is the generation after that. So like our grandkids, right? Not living long enough to teach our children or to teach our grandkids, or well enough, right? So you might be living long, but you're not well enough to relate and love and or to do what you need to do for your kids. How I came to this. So I'm talking to a relative, and I'm saying relative only because I might say some things that could, be a little exposing and stuff like that. So I'm trying to, So I was talking to a relative, and they was explaining how their relationship with their mother, who I know, right? They were saying how, their mama was doing something to them that wasn't normal, like beating them. And they were saying, like, I thought that was normal. That's not normal. It's not normal for your mama to beat on you, right? And when they said that, I remember this other person who I know actually telling a story about them when they was in high school, right? So the relative is in college, but the person who is their mama was in high school telling a story about them talking to a girl and telling the girl that their mama called them a B, and, talk to them like B, X, Y, Z, Z. And the girl responded to her like, that's not normal. And so my relative's mother was like, and telling a story saying, that's not normal. I realized that's not normal for, your mama to be calling you out your name like that. And let me sit up, y'all. I was just really comfortable and I wanted to do this video. But I'm like, whoa. Like, wow. And so that's two things, right? And, and trying to keep this anonymity, I might get a little crossed up, but so that's that part. And then there is the part with the curse, right? So like this person and then they mama, and then I know their mama, right? Y'all, I feel like I need to be telling a story. What's the story? What do Nika know about generational curses? What I know, or what I know about generational stuff, I know that that mental conditions run in my family. I know that spiritual gifts run in my family. I know that separation from children, mothers separated from children, runs in my family. I don't know how far back it runs. My mother was given away to, I think it wasn't a relative, but I think it may have been someone in the community. My mother, she would like let it be known that it's in black and white. Don't mess with my children. She wasn't having that. She wasn't going to be separated from her children, even with her condition, right? She was diagnosed to be a paranoid schizophrenic. And she'll tell you, she's straight up about it, very open person, not to say that she ain't have, any mystery about her, but you know, like she had a saying that was like, F it if you can't take a joke. F him, F. Saying that, like, look, I'm me. I'm going to be me. You know, her name was Mary Jo. Her name is Mary Jo. You know, like, but when it came to me, I was separated from my child. I actually was thinking about giving my child up for adoption. You know, I have a relative who, you know, spoke to me about just like the difficulties with parenting, you know, as a mother, and like really being like, some people ain't supposed to have kids, you know, like, and not supposed to have kids, but like some people are not necessarily, some women, even though they are women, they're not, you know, really probably shouldn't be expected to mother children in the typical way. And I have another relative, close relative, who is separated from their child, you know. And all three of the people who I just told you about, we, including myself, very loving, nurturing. Like, I'm a very nurturing person. Kids love me. But, you know, for a little bit of the mental condition, a little bit of the person who I allowed myself to become impregnated by, you know, those things, those two things, for the most part, led me to be separated from my child. And gratefully, me and my child are reunited. She's 4 years old. And I wasn't like separated for like years and stuff, but you know, it's 2022. COVID happened like 2 years ago. And you know, before COVID, there was like some rockiness with the co-parenting and back and forward. And then when COVID happened, it was decided that she would be better at her dad's house. And, you know, of course, I stayed in touch. But there were things that happened that, like, would create these spaces, you know, in time, like 2 weeks. I don't think we ever went more than a month until I actually was ready to take care of her, like be able to take care of her, because also in that time period I became homeless, having a lot to do with the person who I decided to allow myself to become impregnated by. There's some trauma and back issues there. It's in the other videos, you know, still working on it. But you know, we're back reunited and things are beautiful. I believe that this is a part of the generational curses that have to be broken. Excuse me, I did walk into, it's late, y'all. It's late. That's why I was in my bed when I started this video. It's 11:09 right now. Past my bedtime, you know. But what I was about to say, I'm talking about the generational curses that I'm hoping to drop some jewels, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like be something in this world, to this world, in this world, to this world, for this world. All right, angels, I forgot what it was I was about to say, but y'all, I know that I need to live. What brought me to think about this generational curse thing? So this relative of mine, the first one who I was talking about, said you can be, I don't know all the exact words, but she was like, you could be like, it wasn't low life, but like, just say you could be like a effed up person and still inspire people, right? And I'm thinking in my mind, oh my God. Actually, I wasn't thinking that at that time. It's 11:11, y'all. Make a wish. It's 11:11. I wish to be well. I wish for a beautiful family, a healthy family, resources, a garden in my backyard, a spacious kitchen with plenty storage space, and things are well organized, a business that allows me to have time and resources to live my life as a person, as a spirit being, as a mother, as a sister, friend, as me. As the gates open, I would like to always be able to have gratitude. And my greatest wish is to travel and eat fresh fruit from trees all over the world. Those juicy things. Ooh, that felt like a long 11:11, but yes, I take it. Give me all my wish time. I'm claiming my time. You hear me? All right. If you stayed with me through all that, thank you. Yeah, so there are generational curses, and you don't know what you may have generational curse. You may have things that have happened in your family, over generations, but the deadliest thing, or the worst. Did I finish talking about Dejanay? Why am I out all over the place, y'all? I don't know. I had a stressful week. It's been burling over, and I think I'm like my brain's still trying to come back to balance, But I guess I just want to also add that no matter where you at in your life, no matter where you are in your life, you living could be the inspiration that someone needs. And could be the answer that someone needs. So this relative who is confiding in me and, just talking and not feeling the best about themselves right now, and, what they were saying, I do not agree that they are, such and such of a person, right? But they did say it, and I needed to hear that, to be reminded that where I am in my life, which, while I feel very blessed, it's not exactly where I want to be, and maybe on a, American standard is not the best place to be. But I do have peace, and I'm thankful and grateful and stuff like that. But where I am in my life, I can still inspire people. And maybe I'm inspiring you. Maybe I'm saying something that helps you, where you are, just to know where you are, just to confirm something that you've been thinking about, the inspiration I got is to continue being a mother who does not scream and yell at my child or put my hands on my child, because it's not good, to break that. My mother, who she was to my older siblings, she had a little time. She wasn't that rough with us. I got in trouble a lot for my little sibling, who was only like a year and a half younger than me. But, I don't think I got half of what my older siblings got. It's enough for me to be less of that to my child, so that my child don't grow up thinking, don't grow up to a point to where it's way too late for her to find out that it's not normal to be treated a certain way, right? I want the not normal things that she experienced to be excellent things, amazing, wonderful things, to where, like, this is probably a normal thing, but I can't think of a extra thing, right? So, like, I want, maybe one day my daughter's in conversation, and she's like, yeah, so the book we was reading on that particular night, XYZ, and one of her friends be like, that particular night, which I read books every night. And she be like, yeah, my mom read me a book every night before I go to bed. I wanted to be like that. Like, that's the thing that ain't normal. Parents ain't got time to be reading children's stories at night. No, my baby get a story every night. And that's what I want, more of those for my child. So as I'm acknowledging what is a curse in my family, and I'm also trying to make intentions to get away from that, because what I do understand is that while we may be judged, or another word, while we may, excuse me, not like what our parents did to us when we grew up, we may find ourselves in the same position that our parents were in, and we do what our parents did, right? So, before I became a suicidal person, I thought suicide was down bad. Before I became an adult, I thought that, like, having, like dating different people, was not the, I had judgments about that, right? About a lot of things. But when I grew up, and then at some point reach into this spiritual or mental illness realm, and I'm not able to work like 9 to 5, and y'all stay with me now, don't judge me. I'm trying to reach people who need to be reached. Don't judge me. Okay? Yes, I am concerned about that. Not concerned, but yes, that is on my mind when I'm talking. And I want this channel, I want to be able to be real. I want to tell you the truth. I want to say the truth, because somebody might need to hear the truth, right? So, being in a position that I am, with my capacity to consistently be anywhere, right? In a job, in a relationship, or X, Y, Z, that means I have to go and get money other ways, right? So, this means going out on dates and stuff like this. Don't necessarily mean having sex with people. It could mean having sex with people. I don't know. But, like, when I was younger, why would, I'm going to tell you, so I was in 6th grade, and one of my friends, one of the guys in my class, was talking to another guy in the class, and I guess it was kind of talking to me, and it was like, yeah, Junebug was over there by such and such, and I don't know if it was like by your mama house, or if it was like by Nika house, or how they did it. But I remember thinking, and I don't think I even was a judgmental child to my mama or whatever, but I do remember thinking like that, I don't think that's something I'm going to do, Now, my daughter doesn't experience that, and, me being aware of that makes me less likely to get to a point where I'm bringing men to my house, right? That doesn't happen, thankfully. It doesn't happen now. I don't know what the future holds, and that's what I'm trying to say. That and I, in my right mind, it will never happen, right? Where I'm at in my life, if you want something like you gotta take me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need all that. I don't have that in my life right now, but I know that I could. Another thing that my mama did that I don't want to do. My mama wouldn't come to my school. She wouldn't go to my parent conferences and stuff like that. But the reason why was because she had anxiety with this paranoid schizophrenia and all this stuff. And I did not understand that. And I did all type of things. I played basketball. I ran track. I was in the on a debate team. I cheerlead. I did plays. I did things for my mama to come out and, be proud of me. And I didn't understand why she wouldn't come out until I started experiencing some of the things that she experienced, which is anxiety, for one. Like not being able to be around so many people. And she used to explain that to me. And my sister, she used to explain that to us, but it didn't make sense because we didn't go through that, But lo and behold, I can't take my daughter to a park. If my sister not with me, or I'm not meeting her dad at the park, or it's not like a really good time in my life, like I have good days where I could go out and do anything and all that stuff. But I'm not going to no park with my child by myself. I don't like it, and I may change it in the future, but I already know it's a lot of work that goes into that for me. That's something my mama dealt with, and now it's something that I deal with, and now it's something my daughter has to go through until I'm able to go to the park with my daughter by myself. So that's just a couple examples. When you're a child, you see what your mama do and you say, I'll never do it, and then you grow up and you be just like your mama. Because when you in your mama's shoes and you in your mama's situation, you in the situation that your mama was in, you do what your mama did. Unless you put in the work to change that, and it's not always easy. But you can't change it. So, my daughter's only 4. I don't know how it's gonna go. But as far as I can, look into the future as far as I can, she won't be a child who get beat on. I would like to believe that there is nothing that she could do that would make me beat her. Right? Like, would I give her up? Would I put in a boot camp? Would I get her to go to therapy? Will she run away from my house? I don't know. She's only 4. I don't know. For what I could think, my daughter is very intelligent. She's smart. She has really good sense. I can talk to her like I talk to her now. I explain things to her, and she gets it, and that be it. We don't have no tantrums. We don't have none of that. Like when the most she gets a tantrum is, what's up, honey? Breathe. Can we breathe? Would you breathe with mama, please? Yeah. What's going on? You need to cry? It's okay to cry. Like, we could get through that. We don't have none of that, thankfully. But I feel like I'm rambling, but I do want to express all of those things. This is things I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about breaking generational curses. It's accepting that the people before me, the ones who love me, they did the best that they could do in the situations that they was in with the resources that they had. So a part of me avoiding some of the things that decisions that my mom had to make is changing my whole situation. My mama, if she was able to get a business for herself and maintain it, as a person with a mental condition that makes her less able to maintain relationships, consistently go to a job or be under a superior person, without all the conflicts that come with that. And like, something that would change that is me, maybe I could write a successful book. Maybe I could get income from telling my story. Maybe it's like some of y'all know I also have rheumatoid arthritis. So, like, sometimes I'm able to make jewelry and stuff like that. Sometimes it's not the best. Sometimes I'm able to go and walk and exercise and, maintain my mental health that way and maintain my physical health that way. And sometimes it's not going to happen, And if the arthritis gets so bad, me and my pretty little figure, all of it could go out the window, right? And, people looking, my nieces and nephews looking, they may say, I never let myself go like that. But if you're in a situation where you're having rheumatoid flare-ups, you may not be able to go run on a treadmill, or, drink smoothies all day, or, if you don't have the resources, especially if you don't have the money to buy smoothies or healthy drinks and stuff to get you through a flare-up until you're able to move a lot more regular, to take care of yourself a little more regular. Ain't nothing else you can do. You're going to sit there and you're going to get fat. You're going to need somebody to come bring you some food, or you're going to have to, if you have to go do it, you might be buying, TV dinner, stuff that's easy to fix and cheap. Look, I'm just trying to give out some examples of how we get caught up in the curse. We get caught up in the curse because we don't see the situation that our people before us was in. We say, ain't nobody gonna make me no slave. People get made a slave every day when they go to jail. Like, you're a legal slave for real. And you say, no, ain't nobody gonna do that to me. But if you was in a situation, you was living in a town, and you would probably do what they did, right? Unless you could completely change that, Frederick Douglass, now he actually became free. I think he lived at a time where slavery became free. Slavery was abolished. But I'm sure there were others. This one woman that's coming to my mind, it was two writers. They were writers. Like these slaves who actually learned how to read or do something like that, who changed the way their family line operated in the system of slavery. So they wasn't always mistresses, or they wasn't always field hands, or they wasn't always, something that wasn't the best thing. And nothing was the best thing in slavery, right? At some point, they wasn't that. Some of them got free. I'm trying to get free. I'm trying to get free from physical abuse to the children. I'm trying to get free from, and don't get me, my mama love me. I love my mama. I respect my mama. I don't judge my mama. I love my mama. I wish she was here today to continue teaching me. There's so much I could have learned from her. Like that, I've only figured out. My mama died. I was 18 when my mama died. I had just made 18 in the December of 2007. I'm telling y'all my age, huh? And she died in, 2006. I had made 18. In 2007, was I 17? Yeah, I just made 18 in 2006. In February of 2007, my mama died of a massive heart attack. And so I was 18. I had my first major episode, or the first major episode that sent me to the hospital, when I was 23. And it wasn't until then I understood what my mama was going through. And then, look at me. Wow. Like, I'm looking at myself right now. And I look at my mama like she was like the bougie ghetto. I tell people that. And I know I just said that with a lot of, I guess, disdain in my attitude. Like, damn. But I actually, feel a lot of appreciation for my mama being, somebody who lived in the ghetto and made the best of it, and didn't actually look like she was from the ghetto You know, besides her little goals in the front she had. We from New Orleans, right? Gotta have that little goals. But I'm looking at myself right now. It's like, yeah, like, I ain't far from it. But I ain't gonna end like that. I'm gonna live my life. I'm not going down no slow suicide. I have been to treatment for addiction. I am not on that path. I have already diverted from that path. Not going back. Not going back. I'm not gonna kill myself slowly or abruptly. I'm going to live for my daughter. I'm going to live for me because life has gotten better for me, right? And even if life gets worse from how it is today, I know that I have a purpose. And my purpose involves me living. And that's what I'm going to do. And in doing that, in living well, in eating well, in learning to love myself, in learning to, figure out ways to be a parent who is patient with their child. Excuse me. I am breaking generational curses. And even if I don't want to call it that, because I know that kind of seemed like give me a cookie for breaking a generational curse. But what I'm saying is, I don't know how long this video is. What I'm saying is that I got this message from somebody who didn't think they was shit at the time that they said this, right? I got this inspiration from somebody who was talking to me who didn't think they was shit, for one. The inspiration I got was to live long enough and well enough to teach my children for their children to come how to live with mental illness and spiritual gifts and a cross between the two in the world that we live in, including being very gifted and blessed with everything that we blessed with. Just really creative family, beautiful family, just born with these attributes, which can be very difficult sometimes. Real shit. Yeah. That's the where I got the inspiration from. The inspiration to live and live well and live long. And that's where I'm at. So I'm telling y'all my stories. I'm loving myself. I am in my best way trying to transmute some love over here, from over here. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. Leave some comments, questions if you have them. And like the video, subscribe. And go on sparkle, y'all. Ooh, can't go out like that. Go on sparkle, y'all. Thank you.